Hello my dear students, once again welcome back to your online classes. This is your subject teacher of English from LPM Public School which is situated in Golabazar, Gorakhpur. My dear student, in my previous video I have already explained the chapter number 1 and 2 and their exercises. So we have already revised that chapter. So now today's video we are going to revise the next chapter, that is chapter number 3. Student, let's start the video. As you all know that your school is closed due to the cold wave, so you have to prepare yourself for your examination. Okay student, so that's why I'm here. For your revisional video. Okay student, so let's start the video. First of all, we're going to revise chapter number 3. So tell me, what's the name of the chapter number 3? So we all know that chapter number 3 is the trick that did not work. Okay student? This chapter is given in your English reader book. So student, first of all we are going to revise the word meaning of this chapter. So here is a word and meaning. We will learn one by one. So the first word, that is fiery eyes. And tell me what the meaning of fiery eyes? So the meaning of fiery eyes is angry eyes. Okay? Now the second word is bellow. And the meaning of bellow is the loud sound. After that the next word is craftily, and the meaning of craftily is cleverly. After that next is intour. The meaning of intour, following close behind. After that next word is conceited, and the meaning of conceited is proud. After that exhaustion, and the meaning of exhaustion is tiredness. After that revived, and the meaning of revived is woke up after fainting. Okay, so these are the word meaning that is given in chapter number 3, and after that we are going to revise the exercises. Okay, so the first exercise is exercise A, that is read the sentences and answer the question. Okay student, we will read the given sentence, and after that we have to write answer one by one of the given question. So the first sentence that is given: at first Jung would not tell them anything. At first Jung would not tell them anything. So the first question, that is, who is Jung and who are them? The first question is, who is Jung and who are them? So the answer will be, Jung is lion. Jung is a lion who is the king of the jungle, and them are two jackals. We will write the answer, that is, Jung is lion who is the king of jungle, and them are two jackals. After this, the next question is question number B, that is, what was it that Jung would not tell them? Why? The second question is, what was it that Jung would not tell them? Why? So the answer will be, Jung was afraid of a sound. Jung would not tell it to them because he was feeling very shame. Okay, Jung was afraid of a sound. Jung would not tell it to them because he was feeling very shame. Because he was the king of the jungle, so that's why he feel very shame. Now the next question, question number C, that is, when Jung finally told them what was bothering him, how did they react? So the answer will be, when Jung finally told them what was bothering him, they smiled at the foolishness of Jung. Okay. Now the second statement. The second sentence is, Chalu and Golu were very disappointed to hear this. The second statement is, Chalu and Golu were very disappointed to hear this. So the first question is, what were Chalu and Golu disappointed to hear? What were Chalu and Golu disappointed to hear? So the answer will be, Jung had decided to leave the jungle, so that's why Chalu and Golu were disappointed to hear this. Now the next question, question number B, is, what was the reason for their disappointment? What was the reason for their disappointment? So the answer will be, Jung had decided to leave the jungle. This was the reason for their disappointment. Okay. Now the next question, question number C, that is, what did Chalu say he would do? The next question is, what did Chalu say he would do? So the answer will be, Chalu said that he would go and find out more about that animals. Okay student? Next exercise is exercise B, that is fill in the blanks with the word from the story. Okay, next exercise is exercise B, that is fill in the blanks with word from the story. So we're going to the fill this given blanks according to the story. So first is, that is Jung was the dash of the dash. So we will write on the first blank, that is king. Jung was the king of the jungle. Okay, and next is his minister were two. So we all know that his minister were two jackals. So we have to write here on the given blanks jackal, and they were, we also know their name. So we have to write here they were Chalu and Kolu. After that they dash, so we can't write anything on the given blanks. So here they were very cunning. They both jackals are very cunning. So we have to write here they dash were very cunning. They found that the animals had frightened their king was a, what was that? That was a bull. Bull. The jackals wanted to keep the dash, so we have to write here lion. The jackals wanted to keep the lion scared of the bull, and the bull afraid of the lion. In the end of the jackals realized that those who try to clever, okay, here we have to write clever, and fool others end up fooling themselves. Okay students, so like this we have to complete exercise B. Now moving to the next exercise, that is exercise B. Next is answer this question. So we will write the first question, that is why did the jackals become arrogant. So we will write the answer that jackals become arrogant because they were minister of Jung and did not allow other animals to come near him. Okay, now the next question is what did the jackals tell the lion about the bull. So the answer will be the jackals told the lion about the bull that he was a messenger of God and had permission to roam everywhere. Now the next question, that is question number 3, that is what trick did the jackals try to play on the lion and the bull. Why? So the answer will be the jackals tried to scare the lion of the bull and the bull afraid of the lion, so that they can take both of them in their power. Next exercise, that is exercise E. Here we are going to learn about exercise E, that is fill in the blanks with the animal's name from the box to complete this similes. Okay, so first is pure like a cat, so we will write here pure like a dash, so we will write here cat. Then next is as sly as a fox. Third is as quiet as a mouse. Fourth is as fly like a bird. Fifth is as wise an owl. And sixth is as strong as a horse. Okay, now the next is exercise F, that is find words in the story which means do the same as words. So the first word is most powerful, and the meaning of most powerful that is given in the story, that is bravest. Second is pleaded, it means begged. Third is craftily, it means cunning. Fourth is frightened, it means trembling with fear. Fifth is animal, it means based. Number 6 is proud, it means conceited. Okay. In next exercise, in exercise G, that add capital letters were required to these sentences. So we all know that how could we use capital letter in a sentence. We all know that we use capital letter in the beginning of a sentence, and after that in the middle of sentence if the sentences are proper nouns. Okay, so here we have to change in number 1, that is Mohini. So first letter of Mohini will be in a capital, and after that in second we will use the first letter W in a capital letter, and after that there is a name of England. We will change the first letter into capital in number 3rd word. So here we have to change the first letter in capital, and after that there is a word Saturday. So here we have to use as in a capital letter, and also just like that we have to complete number 4, 5 and 6. Okay student. So the next exercise is exercise H. In exercise H, some nouns have been underlined in these sentences. Write C for countable or U for uncountable. So we all know what the meaning of countable noun and uncountable noun. So according to that knowledge, we will write here C for the countable and U for the uncountable. Okay. So here the jackalls. So tell me, jackalls is a countable or uncountable? So it is a countable noun. So we have to write here C. Now the next word is work. So work is uncountable. So we have to write here U. Third is rose. So rose is a countable. So we have to write here C. Now the next fourth is rice. So rice is uncountable. So we have to write here U. Fifth is electricity. So electricity is also uncountable noun. So we have to write here U. Sixth is light. So it is a countable or uncountable both. It's depending on the situation. Okay, now the next exercise, exercise I. In exercise I, circle the countable noun and underline the uncountable noun in the sentences. So here is the first. That is number 1, that king and ministers are countable nouns. So we have to circle it. In second, books and shelves are countable. So we have to circle it. In number 3, milk is uncountable. So we have to underline it. Glass is countable. So we have to circle it. Apple is countable. Bowl is countable. Now the next number 4, rice is uncountable. So we have to underline it. And rotis are countable. So we have to circle it. Okay, student? So just like this, we have to complete this exercises of chapter number 3. Now the next exercise, in exercise J, that is circle the nouns of the common gender and underline those of the neuter gender. So here is the word, that is a computer and towel. Gloves, computer. So we have to underline it. Okay, student? In number 2, there is a cousin, wood and paint. So we have to underline that. In number 4, that is a teenager. In number 4, book and ruler. In number 5, milk, doctor. Okay, student? And after that, we have to complete exercise K, that is complete this funny riddles by changing the noun within the brackets into possessive noun. So in number 1, we have to write, what is an aunt's favorite medicine? Okay. In number 2, what is your dog's name? In 3rd, what is a mermaid's favorite breakfast? Number 4 is, why is a bee's hair sticky? Number 5 is, what is Damon's favorite drink? Okay, so just like this, we have to complete this given all the exercises of chapter number 3. Okay, students, so you have to keep in your mind this all exercises because it is very important for your examination. Now we're moving to the next chapter, that is chapter number 4. And in chapter number 4, first of all, tell me what's the name of chapter number 4? Do you know that? Name of chapter 4 is The Prodigal Son. Okay, students, so first of all we will learn the word meaning. That is first word that is given on chapter number 4, that is prodigal. And what the meaning of prodigal? It means one who spent too much. Okay, the meaning of prodigal is one who spent too much. Second is splendid. The meaning of splendid is excellent. Third is moneylenders. The meaning of moneylenders is people who lend money and it back with the interest. Fourth is drought, and the meaning of drought is a long period of dry weather that causes water shortage. Fifth is vague, and the meaning of vague is salary. Fifth is worthy, that means deserving. And seventh is bitter, it means full of anger. Okay, students, so these are the word meaning of chapter number 4. Now we're moving to the exercises, that is exercise B, answer this question. So in exercise B, answer this question. So first question is, what did the younger son ask his father to give him? Why? So the answer will be, the younger son asked his father on share of money and gold from his father to enjoy. Second question, that is, how did the father respond? Why? So we will write the answer. The father responded very positively because he did not like to see him unhappy. The next question, question number 3 is, what did the younger son do with all his riches? So the answer will be, the younger son enjoyed the good food, music, dancing, purchasing gifts with all his riches. Now the next question, question number 4 is, what did the father do when his son returned? So the answer will be, the father welcomed with heartily when his son returned. Now the next question is question number 5. Why did the elder son get angry with his father after his brother come home? So the answer will be, the elder son got angry with his father after his brother come home because his father held a feast to celebrate that day. Now the next is number 6, that is, why did the elder son change his mind? So the answer will be, the elder son changed his mind because he understood now that his father loved both equally. Okay, student? Come to the next exercise, that is exercise D. In exercise D, a person who works on a farm is a farmer. What are this person known? So a person who play music, so we call them musician. What is the spelling of musician? M-U-S-I-C-I-A-N, musician. Second is acts in a play, so we call that person actor, ACTOR, actor. Third is stitch cloth, so we call that person tailor, TAILOR, tailor. Okay. Now the next number 4 is design house. A person who design houses, that is called architect, and the spelling of architect is ARCHITECT, architect. Number 5 is repairs cars, so that person is called mechanic, MECHANIC, mechanic. Now the next is number 6, writes for a newspapers, that is called journalist. Okay, so journalist, what's the spelling of journalist? That is JOURNALIST. Okay. Now the next stage, exercise G, that is a complete the crossword using the clues. So you will complete this given crossword using the given clues according to the across and down. Okay, student. So now, dear student, what's your homework for today? You have to read chapter 3 and 4 and revise all the exercises one by one, and also you have to learn the word meaning, question answer, and you have to prepare yourself for the coming examination. Okay, student, so that's it for today. I will explain the next chapter in my next video. Okay, students, so till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching my video. Bye.